Alright, so this will be well, you will not see me properly, but this will be one of the most strangest experiences which I experienced and wanted to talk about. Well, the first time in Georgia, seashore, in city Batumi, and we were traveling with a group to somewhere near the mountains. And I just wanted to tell, first thing is that how heartful the animals here are. The dogs, the cows, the whatever, the pigs are running on the streets. How friendly and how intelligent they are, and life accepting they are. And although not many people feed them and not many people help them, still it was a very blissful and heartful experience here to be only with those animals or just to see them. And then when I got home, I was it was hard for me to sleep, and all night I was in I would say really close to a parallel reality. So what was I experiencing in a lucid dream state? Or in a parallel reality, how you call it, but I can only tell how I experienced it, not what it was exactly. Was that I was in a place like in another world, in another parallel reality of a planet of the reality which I'm here right now, and I don't know. I felt it's if we look from our time perspective, it's a little bit in the future. So it was some kind of different reality. It was from the technological development a little bit in the future, maybe let's say 30 to 50 years or maybe 100 years. And I've been in this reality already 2 times, and this time I'm not sure whether a little bit in front of the previous experience, a little bit behind the previous experience, but it doesn't matter. The experience itself was all this experience. I was in a stress. I was in a stress. I was a man there, and we were a group of people. We were. At some point we were 3, at some point we were 8, eight people, and we were. As I understand, we were in a group of resistance. We were resisting to the established governmental system, but it was an AI system. It was a computer-based system, and this computer was a self-aware AI. Now, I didn't understood, but what the people there in that dream were talking about, as if it's a personality as an AI. It's not like a machine. It was like a personality, like a selfish and aggressive this character. And what he wanted to take control over the humans. And what understood from the people in the room where I was, that they were rejecting, and they were aware that this AI is with a selfish and evil plans. Although there were other people like normal citizens living, they were constantly being brainwashed with propaganda and with like stuffs like you will have a better life, this is the best you have, and they were like in a constant brainwash. Everything for them was good, everything was fine, but as years went, as time went on, they were more into a self-unawareness trance, all these people that were living there. So anyway, I have only available 13 minutes. Okay, so I'll try to do it quick. So what was happening was that imagine police. Police is looking for like any robberies and anything, and it's actually protecting the law of established governments. But there were no police. All that was there was flying drones, and these flying drones were hunting us. They were finding and hunting us. And if whatever person does something wrong, the drone flies to this person, looks at his face, and then automatically the drone identifies that person's face, and it identifies that you are that person, and you are, for example, guilty of something, and you must now follow me. The drone will guide you to, let's say, a police station or something, where a different machine will do something to you. I don't know what they did, but that's what neither of us in that group wanted to get there. It was what I thought is they take you, they brainwash you, they maybe put some robots or chips inside you or something. We didn't know that, but we were constantly avoiding and running away from it. So the first thing was what we didn't need to do is we never look in the face of the machines, never look in the cameras of the machines, because they picture your face and you are already identified. As long as you are not identified, they don't do anything to you. They try to identify you. They try to tell you, please stop, I want to identify you. And if you run away or hide or hit the machine and run away, then they will start catching you until they identify you. And so imagine we have these DJI drones, these with 4 propellers on sides. Now imagine in that reality there were the drones were in the shape of football, like a ball, like a flying orb or like a flying ball, but it was mechanical. And inside the orb there were like tubes from the bottom and from the top outside, which the propellers were inside. But I understood the technology of being propellers inside the tubes, like imagine this is a football, and then there are like holes 4 on the top and on the bottom, and air flows from the top through the bottom, and it creates like a sideways motion of the propeller. So this is some kind of technology. And the other thing what I understood is if they fall down, they roll over, turn on the engines, and then again fly back. And if they hit something, they rebounds back. So it was a light-weighted technology of like a shape of a football. So these orbs are flying around, checking people, seeing if everything is fine. Normal people are living harmonious lives, like a little bit in the sleep state, and there were us in a panic and running away from them, because we were in a group of resistance, because we were resisting to these machines. And what we did do is we went to hide out in haunted houses, and those haunted houses looked really familiar. Like we have these old houses here in Latvia and Europe with high ceilings, and we hide out in these high ceilings because if we are on high ceilings and there on the ceilings there were like shelves and wooden plates on which we could sit and sleep. And then we look down, we see that the room is empty, and what I saw is all those windows are also nailed by these wooden plates, blankets, or how you call it. So, and why was it beneficial? Because if the drone flies in the room, the drone just looks around horizontally and then flies away. And it's really difficult for the drone to fly up and look around. So basically what we were doing, we were hiding in environments where it's difficult for the drones to maneuver or to have a visual insights, like to check and see visual insights. So basically we were hiding there. And we were constantly in a panic because it was like a fight for survival. And from time to time somebody was kidnapped by these drones, and we don't know what happened with them. So it was a fight against the AI. And Then I thought, man, the Facebook and mobile phones, computers and everything, they're like constantly taking pictures of you. They constantly know where you are, who you are, what you do, where you sleep, where you eat, they know everything about you. Now imagine if the police converts to these, like let's say, highly advanced drones that maneuver and fire on people. I think it's all over. I think the humanity has given itself to technology. Now the only thing is what humans can do right now is not is like key. Well, it doesn't matter actually, but anyway, it's an experience and it was a different reality. So anyway, we need to think about this. We need to think about this badly. Because what I understood, that these artificial intelligence will come from a different reality. It will connect to this reality through machines from a different reality. So it's not something that we will make. It's something that will come here when it's suitable for it. So, okay, so I have 3 more minutes. So what happened next was we were hiding, we were living there for a period, and then 4 more people arrived at our place, and it was more like beggars just running for shelter for us in that time, what I saw. And then what happened is, one girl, she got a message from a mailbox, like a post message, a postcard or post gift or something, and it was in an envelope. And she opened the envelope and she said, "Wow, I have sent her a gift, a mobile phone." And I was like, no, I didn't send you any gifts, I'm here. And she said, "Well, then who sent it to me?" And then was one man, which was a little bit older than me, and he said, "Oh my God, the machine, it's a trap. He said, you never open envelopes, you never sent gifts from nobody." What he said is that these machines, they send gifts when they want to track down somebody. They send gifts to, like, let's say, to your room, to your house, and from your mother or from your father, doesn't matter. And they send you a gift, and once you touch it, the machines know that somebody touched it, and the machines instantly go and check what's going on. These drones. And what happened was, then instantly, when she took the mobile phone, first things first, the mobile phone pictures you, and the mobile phone is being opened up from an envelope, and then drones started coming in. And it was a little bit of fight, but at that point I was so stressful, so I woke up, and we were hiding. I remember we smashed down one machine, but it was a huge panic what was going on there, and we started running away through the roofs, and it was something like this. But another quick sentence, and if you have any questions, you write them in sentence. And one previous time when I was in the same reality, the only survival we found was going underground. The only survival that we found was digging into the earth, and there were already cities down below on earth where many people lived. And through the basements of old houses, we made tunnels to those cities, and we decided we will go under city. It's safer, but we don't know how much time we will